This will be the roster that I'm using, Captain Dash Miller 91's roster. We will see how this one is. The playoffs is a weird time to start an MLB The Show franchise, but that's what I want to do, so that's what I'm doing. There's a severe lack of fantasy draft content on YouTube, so I want to try to at least put some on there. What pick do we have? Ooh, 15th pick, middle of the round, not ideal. Can still get a great player, but who will I get? I can get Cal Raleigh. I can get Trout, Seiya, Tucker, Corbin Carroll, Byron Buxton. Byron Buxton is real good, and there's a huge drop off. There's also a huge drop off at catcher, though. Ooh, Cal Raleigh's vision and clutch are awful. Buxton's vision's also not great, but he's got really high clutch. I'll go with Byron Buxton here. Will I regret that? Time will tell. Okay, I can still get Sean Murphy at least. Well, Logan O'Hoppe. He's still in arbitration. I wish he had a better arm. I really wish Alejandro Kirk had a better arm. Man, I really want a good catcher, but it's very slim pickings out here. Seiya Suzuki is still out here. Jarren Duran's still out here. Riley Green's still out here. He's so good versus righties, but I don't want to spend such an early pick on someone who's basically a platoon player. Teoscar Hernandez, but again, he kills lefties, but all not so great versus righties. I won't go as far as say awful. Francisco Lindor. He's 31. I could go Jeremy Pena. I wish he could steal bases better. Trey Turner, great contact. Really not a good fielder, though. Corey Seager, contact versus lefties is really bad, but everything else is really solid. There's Jacob Wilson. Great contact, great vision, great clutch. I think I have to go with Jacob Wilson here. He's like exactly the kind of player that I would look for. Realized I normally go back and forth between... he's not in a contract, though. I normally go back and forth each round, pitcher and position player. I completely forgot to pick a pitcher, though. Christopher Sanchez, sure. I guess you're my ace. Could get Reese Olson here. Only got C potential, though, so he's not going to get any better. Matthew Liberatore. I just picked a lefty. I don't really want my rotation to have two lefties at the top. Andrew Abbott's also a lefty. He's a free agent at the end of the year, though. Luis Hill. Rhett Lauder, but his lack of strikeouts and lack of walks per 9, it's kind of scary. I'm all the way down, way too low now. Do I want to go ahead and get Garrett Cole to be the ace of the staff? I think I'll go with Garrett Cole to be the ace. I'm gonna hope he doesn't fall off too bad. Okay, who's out there for catcher still? Ivan Herrera's still out there. Drake Baldwin's still out there, but I'm gonna go with Dylan Dingler before he's off the board. Is that the smartest pick? Probably not, but big fan of Dingler. 6th round, so now I'm gonna go with relief pitchers. Cade Smith, a potential easy pick. He's probably going to start off as a setup man, but I would like him to take over the closer role at some point. Mickey Moniak is good versus righties. I need to find someone who's good versus lefties. Kind of go alongside him. Harrison Bader. Do I say screw it and pick up Harrison Bader and have him run one of the corner outfield spots? Or do I just go ahead and pick Taylor Ward here? Still got 1 year of arbitration left. I'll see what else is out there, but I like Taylor Ward so far. Hopefully Keith is more of a platoon player. You get Marcus Semien. Wow, he fell off. Hesong Kim. Hesong Kim could be a good choice here at second base. First base. Wow, Yandy Diaz cannot field. Jose Aranda. No power versus lefties whatsoever to speak of. Tristan Casas, actually much more balanced than I thought. He's so ungodly slow. I'm gonna wait on first base. Now, do I want Hesong Kim or do I want Tyler Ward? I feel like I'm gonna go with Taylor Ward here. That was a tough decision. Okay, round 8. Do you want to go ahead and get Gabe Spire? He's a lefty. I would prefer my closer to not be a lefty. Same with Morahone. But man, Gabe Spire looks real good. I'll go ahead and pick up Gabe Spire. There goes Colt Keith. Right fielders look like they're not going off the board. Can still get Hesong Kim. Perfect. Damn it, Luis Angel Acuna. I could have gone with him there. Okay, time to get another starter. Cody Bradford isn't bad. Dustin May. I think I'm gonna go Dustin May here. Like what he brings to the table with his power sinker. Griffin Conine's got an absolute cannon for an arm. Wow. Okay, who's out there for third base? Alec Bohm is out there. He wouldn't be too bad. He's still under arbitration too. I feel like I can wait and get Carlos Santana as my first baseman and get Jake Berger as my DH. So I'm gonna go ahead and get Alec Bohm. I would like to go with a young pitcher here, a young prospect. Shane Smith doesn't have potential, yeah. Robleski does not. Max Meyer. Max Meyer could be good, but I'm going to keep scrolling down, see if there's any top prospects. Smith Shawver. He's not a top prospect, but don't really like his pitch repertoire. Keep going down. Is Kate Horton still available? J.R. Ritchie's still available. J.R. Ritchie's available. Okay, I still don't have a right fielder. I think this is the time where I go ahead and draft Griffin Conine. Jake Berger went off the board, which sucks. Could go David Peterson here, sinker baller. Could go Braxton. I think I'm gonna go Braxton Garrett. Yeah. Cade Horton just went off the board. I saw Chase Dollander just went off the board. I would want my DH to have more power than... Wow, Joey Gallo. Do I go with Toglia here? He's only a 69 overall, but I think he'll be the best choice for us DHing. I'm gonna scroll way down. I want another prospect. Question is the prospect that I want still available? I think he's a 68 overall. Tink Hence is available. Draft him. Now I'll go ahead and pick Carlos Santana to run first base for us. Actually be in the field. And I'll pick Michael Wacha to round out the rotation. Be our number 4 starter, most likely 3 or 4. As our number 3 starter, yeah, I'll put him ahead of Garrett in the rotation. Okay, I have all my starting spots filled up, so now I need a good backup catcher. Miguel Amaya's here. He's only got C potential, though. I think I'd rather not pick a backup necessarily here and instead just go down here and, like, Patrick Bailey type player. Patrick Bailey might be who I pick here. Unless someone really jumps out at me. I don't think anybody's gonna jump out at me. Go ahead and pick up Patrick Bailey. He'll start off in the minors. Hopefully progress up to be our backup. Kirby Yates is still out there. Drew Pomeranz is still out there. Bennett Souza. I'll pick up Bennett Souza. Backup outfielder Michael A. Taylor is a really good fielder. I think I can wait. I don't want to risk not getting him. I'm going to pick Esteury Ruiz. Be my 4th outfielder. Go ahead and pick up Emilio Pagan. He won't be closing for us, but he'll be a solid arm in the bullpen. I like Enrique Hernandez a lot. He's a good utility man, but he just only has that 1 year on his contract. Is there anybody? Trey Sweeney, maybe? Nah. I'll go Enrique Hernandez here to be a utility man off the bench. I still need an actual backup catcher. Ryan Barucki to be another lefty out of the bullpen. Not feeling the greatest about this team for the now, but for the future, could be all right. I'm gonna go Pedro Pajes here to be the actual backup catcher. Got a strong arm. That's really what I'm looking for out of the backup catcher, is just be able to throw out base runners. I'm going to pick up Nestor Cortez here to be a long reliever out of the bullpen, 6 starter if we need him. Because I like having 6 starters. I like having someone to be able to eat innings out of the bullpen. Miguel Rojas is still available. Brooks Baldwin, he can play, for some reason, not first base and right field, but can play everywhere else. Not a good fielder, though. Young Max Muncy. Sure, Max Muncy, why not? Welcome to the team. I'm not sure how far into this I'm going to be picking. I'm going to pick at least until I have my MLB roster set, and I still do not. Sinker baller Justin Topa. Sure, why not? Hector Neris, maybe. Ryan Burr, I think, is fastball, slider, sinker. Sure. Brad Keller. I like Brad Keller's repertoire more. I'm pretty much just going to go by positions and see if I can get any prospects at the positions where we're a little bit older in. Christian Robinson. He's only got C potential, but I'll keep him in the back of my mind if I can't find anybody with a B potential. Wow, there is like no prospects left. Yeah, MLB The Show really did not give anybody good potential on the base roster. There we go. Carson Benji, B potential. Only a 61 overall, but only 22 years old, so hopefully he can progress into something. I'm actually going to cut the draft here because of I'm going to be picking prospects, and I'm going to be picking minor leaguers who can come in place of major leaguers at places where I don't have a good backup. Alright, with the draft over, let's finally meet the team. We are ranked 1st overall, 1st in defense, 3rd in pitching, 6th in contact, 18th in power, 25th in speed. We, of course, have Garrett Cole, Christopher Sanchez, Braxton Garrett, Michael Walker, Dustin May, Nestor Cortez Jr. as our Major League starters, with J.R. Ritchie, Tink Hence being our big pitching prospects. Out of the bullpen, Gabe Spire, Bennett Souza, Emilio Pagan. I had to send down Justin Topa, Ryan Barucki, Brad Keller, and JT Chargois, who the AI drafted for me, which sucks because I wanted Justin Topa in the majors over him, but he has more than 5 years of MLB service. And I'm going to be having Cade Smith closing from the jump. Dingler and Pajes in the majors for us for catchers, with Patrick Bailey down in the minors. And then I also have Leonardo Bernal down here in Class A, who's 21 years old, C potential, who I want to keep my eyes on. First base, Carlos Santana, Michael Toglia, Ivan Melendez there to call up if need be. Haesung Kim, and then we have Jose Iglesias and Ji Hwan Bae in AAA to call up. Third base, Alec Bohm and Enrique Hernandez with, I believe... No, he's not on the 40-man. Okay, I was going to say Graham Pauly there call up if need be, but he's not on the 40-man. Jacob Wilson, Miguel Rojas in the majors with Max Muncy chilling in the minors. Taylor Ward in the majors with Heriberto Hernandez, who I can hope can progress to a major league player because he plays catcher, first base, and outfield. I love that versatility. Buxton and Esteury Ruiz chilling in here in the majors. Not really much going on in center field. Griffin Conine in the majors for right field, with Jorge Soler being the guy we'll call up if need be. Carson Benji, of course, I drafted as a prospect. There really was not much for the potential prospects. As you see, we have J.R. Ritchie, Patrick Bailey, Tink Hence in AAA. In AA, we have Carson Benji. Nobody in Class A. Rotation. There we go. Garrett Cole, Christopher Sanchez, Michael Walker, Braxton Garrett, Dustin May, Cortez, long relief / spot starter, Benasusa, Ryan Barucki. Oh wow, I forgot that Gabe Spire too. I have 3 lefties, 4 righties out of the bullpen, which honestly I think I'm okay with. Didn't realize Cade Smith's clutch is only 58. That's a bit rough. And then I have not worked on setting the lineup yet. Jacob Wilson, you are not DHing. Michael Toglia, you are DHing. So I'm going to run Hesong Kim, Alec Boehm, Jacob Wilson, Byron Buxton. I actually really like that as the top 4. Then Taylor Ward, Dingler, Toglia, Ward, Toglia, Dinger, Santana, Conine. I don't have any platoon players, so that's what we have. It's a very right-handed heavy lineup. Estier Ruiz, you are not DHing. I already forgot Alec Boehm, Wilson, Buxton, Ward, Toglia, Dingler, Santana, Conine. Seeing Carlos Santana in the Cubs jersey is really weird. So yeah, that's going to be our starting 9. Pedro Pajes off the bench, catcher, first base. Miguel Rojas, the rest of the infield. Estier Ruiz, outfield, and Enrique Hernandez can play everywhere but catcher. Pretty solid, I think. I think the team can do potentially really well.